Hi, my name is Harry. This is MineOperator. Some of you that have subscribed and watched our channel might have seen some of our footage, but those that are new to the channel, welcome. I was able to get my hands on some of them Baker Lightning Quartz. And now we're getting into the artistic side of mining and prospecting. In this video, we'll be taking raw Baker Lightning Quartz and turning it into cabochons like this, using the lapidary equipment I have behind me. On the outside of these rocks, some of them are pretty oxidized from the pyrrhotite, and once you start cutting these things open, the inside of the rocks can be just absolutely spectacular. But most of the time, I'll end up with pretty decent slabs to work cabs like this. This is the equipment I'll be using. These are 8-inch wheels, 8-inch lapidary wheels. I like them a lot better than the 6-inch, especially if you're going to be doing any kind of production. Additionally, one of the things I recommend is buying old equipment, old used equipment. The old used equipment has mojo, and there's a gentleman who I was able to acquire these from an estate sale. His brand was Many Moons. Before we get into the making of these cabochons, I wanted to talk about where this material came from. Here, this is the process of us drilling. This summer, I was invited to mine with Jason, Mount Baker Mining and Metals.
Ready for air?
Ready for air.
And loading all the holes with ANFO and stick powder.
Yeah.
Split.
Harry's stemming away here. I'm getting ready to blast, get everything hooked up. Stemming's kind of the last step.
Let me get ourselves out of the mine, clear it,
And we'll go shoot it.
and of course, detonating the explosives. Here we go. Well, what does Jason say?
That was good.
That was good.
That was a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just a little recap of what Jason and I had done this summer.
Really good stuff in here.
Right there is a little piece of wire gold sticking out. This is your little fancy bag.
That's my high grade pile, yeah.
There you go. You seeing some color there?
Yeah, there's some gold in there.
Nice.
Some of the richest tellurides I've ever seen. All that light gray is tellurides.
Okay. Tellurium.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
I'll show you this monster. Right there. Big piece of gold. And we picked this off one of the ribs before we started off today. So, is that your favorite piece?
That's my favorite piece. That's the biggest piece of gold I've ever found, single piece in this mine. And I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, I like that piece.
I wonder if he'll let me put it on the saw or not. I doubt it. Without further ado, Mount Baker Lightning Quartz. Let's see what's inside. yeah, we're definitely gonna slab that. Mount Baker Lightning Quartz, all slabbed up, ready for the next step. The next step, I will be tracing out the different cabochon patterns. I'll find the best portions of these rocks to cut. And now we're getting into the artistic side of mining and prospecting. I've taken all of these slabs from Jason. I was able to get my hands on some of the Mount Baker Lightning Quartz. And I'm just kind of coming up with the designs for the cabochons by picking the part of the rock I think will turn out the best. You really don't know how good it's going to be until you start cutting the stones. So that's Jason's material. A lot of sulfides in there. Not really any visible gold yet, but if I find any, I'll make sure I get it on video. We got some smaller ones made already. And this is some MineOperator material. This is chrysocolla from some of our prospects. Mojave Desert. They're all kind of dull from the saw, but some of the colors are pretty amazing. This is what's left of a big rock, but all right, they're all done. Next step, saw. This is the trim saw I'll be using. That's a 6-inch saw. The bearing on it is almost shot, so it vibrates like heck. But I'll trim them up on there, and then I'll start running them down the assembly line here. So these are obviously the slabs. It goes to the trim saw next, and you get these cutouts so you don't have to spend so much time on the first wheel, like a 80 grit. And on the 80 grit wheel you get the basic shape of the cab, for domed cabs that is, for these oval shapes. You get the bevel done. You leave a little extra because you're going to be taking more off as you go through the different grits. I start on the 45, and then I move to 60, and then more of a tighter angle, or I should say a bigger angle. I don't ever touch the top of the cab with any grit below, say, like 600, just because it takes forever to get those scratches out. And then these are the next ones after the 80 grit. I'm thinking I'm at like 120 or something like that. And so you just keep taking material off and getting your shape the way you like. These actually look pretty good. It's pretty stable. I haven't had any rocks crack or break, although in my design choice I try to stay away from any fractures. Like here, maybe that one might fracture. You can kind of see the fractures in the rock, so you kind of stay away from them and your chance of success is a lot higher. Also, I went a little thicker because I wasn't sure how this material would go. Like really thin material on brittle rock like quartz, if there's a lot of fractures in it, say from blasting, they crack. So I could probably go a little thinner with these, but so far so good. And that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed this process of making cabochons from Mount Baker Lightning Quartz into a final finished product. If you're interested in any of these stones, be sure to check out Mount Baker Mining and Metals on eBay. Jason has a page of listing these stones.